After 3 rounds of closures in the last 18 months, the F&B industry is, quote, at the point of decimation. That's according to the Singapore Nightlife Business Association, a Singapore Cocktail Bar Association, and the hashtag Save FNB SG Restaurant Coalition. They penned a joint letter to the COVID-19 task force. In it, these organizations are calling for 4 main changes, including a reconsideration of restrictions on recorded background music in venues, which was allowed in phases 2 and 3 last year. Also, the sale of alcohol until midnight instead of the current 10:30 p.m. limit. They're also asking to bring forward payouts from the rental support scheme and job support scheme, scheduled for October and December respectively, and for principal bridging loan repayments to be deferred to June next year. Lastly, they want a collaborative approach to safe management measures and a demerit point system to track non-compliance. Vice President of the Singapore Nightlife Business Association, Nasen Thiagarajan, joins me now. So Nasen, the letter said that a survey of about 640 F&B businesses, 80% of them have suffered negative revenue impact of 75% or more between May and July alone. Aside from saving these businesses, Nasen, why do you think it's an apt time to call for further easing?
Yeah, so Olivia, out of these 640 establishments that basically took the survey, they actually own and operate 1,941 outlets island-wide, and that's some 24,000 jobs, and Singaporean jobs as well. So it's timely that we address certain issues. I think what the ground is asking for and the associations coming together is for the government to assist us to ease off certain restrictions so that they can find their own financial independence. I think that's very important. Grants are there to help. However, this year it's not as strong or as high as last year. And what everyone is asking for, the businesses are asking for, is financial independence. And with this, they have multiple loans that have hit some $1.5 million for each establishment, some as high as $2 to $3 million as well. So with some easing of measures would come incremental revenue, and that would help their business and save jobs, and also assist the F&B ecosystem. You've got suppliers, you've got landlords, you've got rentals to pay. And we've seen 2 lockdowns, or basically 2 no dine-ins this year, and a couple of weeks of only 2 packs dining in. So things has been really, really tough on the F&B front for all these businesses.
Yes, I see, of course. Well, one thing that stands out in the letter is your call to extend the sale of alcohol to midnight instead of 10:30 p.m. currently. What's the feedback that you're getting from your members and customers about that?
Yeah, so basically on the survey itself, we've got some high numbers, some as high as 70%, that says that their revenue incremental they're looking at comparing pre-COVID to today would rise or climb by as high as 20 to 30%. Now in F&B context, a climb in revenue of 20 to 30% definitely means a good break-even point. It can even give you a little bit of profit. And what you do with the profit is you channel it to the loans that are outstanding there. So we're going to take a few years to pay down these loans. So it's critical to move to that timing. And it's also critical to note that dine-in starts or customers start streaming in for dinner, say 7:30. You do not get a 2-seat turn. And that's what the F&B businesses are hurting, and that's where they are hurting. And with this extension and easing of timing, you will get the 2 turns. And we're talking about F&B dining and drinking. So it's 2 turns, and you'll get a much higher incremental revenue, as the survey says, 20 to 30%. And that would definitely go a long way in easing off the financial burdens of these F&B businesses that they face today.
Right. Well, of course, there is the risk to public health in pushing for more easing. So say recorded background music is allowed and alcohol can be consumed until midnight. Nasen, how do you plan to ensure that, your members abide by the rules?
I think, let me just address the issue on the recorded music. Currently, what we see now with no music, we had recorded music, which is background music while we dine in last year. And this year it's been taken away. Now, what's happening in the restaurants now is, you hear conversations going on side by side with strangers. Some speak louder than the others. So the ambience and the comfort level is not there. So the background music does help ease the tension, make the place more relaxing, helps the customer enjoy their dinner in that sense. Now, with liquor as well and music together, now what we will do as an association is to tell our members, and not only our members, but the F&B industry wide as well, to follow the SMMs and to work closely with the authorities to manage this. Now, there will always be one or two bad apples in the basket, and that happens in every context and in every industry. And I guess our plea here, or the voices from the ground, is to help the good guys, which is the super majority, not even majority, but super majority, to help us gain financial independence. And when you look at an F&B setting, all our staff are going through mandatory FET testing every 14 days. So they are tested. Now, dine-in is only allowed for consumers with full vaccination certificates. And the national rate and our journey or the roadway to endemic status, it's quite healthy. And I believe if my stats are correct, in 4 weeks, we will see our national average reach a high or close to 80%. So with all this and the fact that F&B establishments have an entry point, exit point, and have been managing and been doing SMMs and controlling what goes on in the establishments for about a year and a half now, I think it is definitely a safe setting